Saiyaara.
Oh no.
Audition. What the hell? He said, oh no, before somebody didn't note also. और अब पेश करते हैं 18th of July पे the one and only Saiyaara.
Oh, I call him Mahesh Mama, but I think people know him as
But you're calling
Mr.
Mr. What? I'm getting scared now. He's your uncle.
I mean, he's...
What's going on in Bollywood, yeah?
Yeah, so I
They
just...
said 9 to 5, it's Mr. Bird. 6 o'clock, bring your drinks.
But you know, it is actually that. With Ahaan, actually, the story is quite interesting.
How many did you see before you reached Ahaan? How many guys were...
So I just said, let's go out for dinner.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Forget casting couch. I mean, you've gone further.
No, so...
A full date here.
Yeah.
Alright, Cyrus Says, Mohit Suri, famous director. A lot of people in Romania watch this show. Okay. We have like hardly any Desis watch. Yeah. So I have to always... Bro, are you feeling cold?
No, I'm just...
You're holding your nipples?
Yeah.
Scary moment?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, just try to cover the pod, see how fit you become actually now.
No, mine is because of the way the family treats me. They feed me outside the house. You just leave some roti outside and let me eat. But very interesting outfit. But I just noticed the tattoos.
Oh yeah, that's the wife and the daughter.
Pretty muscular forearm. What is he doing at home in between shoots? So that's the wife and the daughter.
That's the wife. That's the daughter. Devi is my daughter.
Huh.
The wife's name's Udita, I think.
I know who your wife is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's worked with us.
And my son's still pending. But you know, I'm actually scared of tattoos. So I don't know where I have to get my son's name now. I'm procrastinating.
This is rare.
So you know, we know which one's the favorite child.
Yeah, I mean, this is so rare. Mohit Suri sets world record. That's
Indian record for sure.
Where will you? You'll have to go on the same hand, or what happens now?
I think so. I mean,
because that could be an irritation later when he grows up.
Yeah.
Like, main idhar kyun and all that. Or it might be a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, does he have to ask? Does he have to ask?
Let's scan the podcast and do the tattoo right now. Live.
And you know, I'm actually scared of blood. So when I get the tattoo, I actually faint and stuff like that.
You're joking.
I swear. And I don't know why I do this to myself.
Your people shoot it?
Yeah, they do. I'm not showing you those videos.
Come on.
I'm not, no chance of showing you those videos.
Bro.
Then I have to have biscuit and I mean have a thumbs up and
Is that bad?
Yeah. And there is no loss.
Thank God you're not a woman.
Why?
Careful.
Why?
Well, there's a biological...
Oh, okay. But I...
Stop there. Have your coffee. Okay, Mohit, before I forget, let's start with the film that's about to release. So let's get into the film first.
Yeah, so a great time for me. I've been someone who myself is a sucker for love stories. Evidently can make out with the kind of sacrifice I'm doing with the thing. But I'm a hopeless romantic and I've been with the same girl since I was 21 or 22. Who else would you get better to make a love story with? I mean, these were guys that I used to go and watch their movies in the theater and, you know, got inspired to want to make love stories, which were the YRF from Yash Ji to Adi sir and stuff like that. I was actually roaming around with this script for a year or two.
This one?
This one. With people telling me no one will make a newcomer love story.
As a new hero, heroine.
Yeah, because I think love kind of happens at that age, and then casting a
good point.
60-year-old. I mean, first love at least
have to
happens.
cast me. It's like a 53-year-old and his second romance.
Exactly. So I was like, your first love. I mean, it kind of happened with you, Cyrus. I mean, at 53.
Ouch.
But
he's negating my entire romance career. So you have to cast newcomers, obviously.
Yes.
Ultimately, romance.
And
with
then
the
you
young,
get the biggest production house in the country who actually says,
Yeah.
who has the access to all the stars saying,
Correct.
I'll make this with new people.
And who has a stamp on romance almost.
Yes. And the thing is, they have also not done it for a while. So they were kind of looking for a script like that. I just think things just just happened to meet.
But you had the script for a long time already ready.
Yeah, you know, at that time, people were making all these super action films with buildings bursting and like helicopters crashing. And everyone was doing
Which
that.
now is a reality of war around the world as well. So
Yes.
how much can we see of
Yes.
that? Yeah.
So I was kind of writing a love story at that time, thinking I really genuinely didn't feel I'll get
Go against the trend.
Yeah, I had a writer who was earlier my assistant, so I didn't have to pay him too much money. Actually, didn't pay him any money.
What's his name? Let's give him some love.
Sankalp Sadhana.
Sankalp. Oh, like the festival. Sankalp. You suck. I'm just kidding. A wonderful guy, great talent. Assisted you
So
with
it's his
Mohit's the
first
Alpha.
film. It's his
Okay,
first
know
film.
your place.
It's his first film.
Yeah.
So he
Does he
doesn't
get
even
credit?
know. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So he kind of wrote this film with me, free of cost. We were both working free of cost. But yeah, then Rohan, Shankar, the dialogue writer, came on board. Everyone just working on the film and not knowing if it'll ever be made till suddenly you meet someone in YRF says that Adi sir is looking for a love story. And I said, yeah, I don't know if this is...
It's like every Monday, if he gets up and says, John,
Maybe.
get me a love story.
Apparently he was doing that.
Yeah.
Apparently he was doing that. He just reached me on one Monday or a Tuesday.
We're hoping not on Friday because that means things can go well. That's why I went with Monday. I thought Monday makes sense. Yeah.
Like could be the hangover Friday, not enjoying some film in the theater.
And then
on
or
Monday
one of those,
morning,
as you
get
said,
me
these
one.
Avenger type, spectacular, over the top, destroying half the world films.
Yeah. But we were all doing it, even back in the South films and the Indian films. We were all just blowing up buildings and toppling cars.
It's got its market. I'm not against it. I like to watch it. Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you can't have too much. Like anything else, you can't have too much. That's why I'm against marriage. Every day,
Can't have too many marriages.
No, not just that. The same family. Look at COVID, man. I mean, after 3 days, you wanted to exchange your family. Did you do that? I did that. I would call up the Sharmas and say, swap. Not in the way you're thinking, but not like that.
I had one neighbor that was 86 years old.
Oh, how sweet.
And one neighbor that was a Parsi couple. So I don't think
you adopted them?
I actually did.
You had to,
I
right?
actually did. I had, his son from Singapore called me saying, can you help
this is a nightmare for these kind of...
Poor guy was in the room alone. But and he's the guy who used to always shout at me for parking my car in front of his.
This is the irony of life.
This is the irony of life.
Who comes to say that?
It's a banter thing, I think.
He'll be at first day, first show, watching the film now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
How can you come here and tell me stories, man? No, I'm feeling so bad. And this stays forever. Okay, anyway. Let whatever happened, we're moving on.
But that was really sweet. He in fact had a love story of his own, man. He had his wife who had kind of dementia, and he was like taking care of her, and he was always very protective about. But so what's so amazing is that love stories by itself is a genre that you can actually feel even when you're that age.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not like it gets
really
erased.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a real test of love. Now that I'm in my 50s,
Yeah.
I'm just looking around and thinking, because you're in the young love, like your film, that's a little bit easy to understand for many people. But nobody talks about that 40, 50, 60 period.
It happens at that age, but but you can feel love all your life, I guess, right?
Oh. So are we seeing that in the film also?
Yes. I mean, not that age.
Yeah.
But I just think this film would be something that everyone would like to watch.
Wait, I'm giving you 2 and 3, yaar.
2 and 3. That you are. But you said start with 2 or 3. That's
I know. That's what but you didn't come to me. You went to YRF, Big Shots. You wanted to talk to them first. You should come to us, guys. We don't have the kind of name they have, but we are the quality guys when it comes to love.
Yeah, I think so.
Or as we say in Bengali, lob. Yeah.
Do they say that in
I believe the B is stronger than the V.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Unless you're angry and you say Benchut. Then it's confusing.
Are we allowed to say all this?
It's too late now.
Okay.
The film will do well, regardless of the podcast. There's no correlation. Again, interrupting you. So, the newcomers.
Yes.
So, you went, Aditya Chopra said, come on, the timing was right. He sort of said, I need it. You said, I have the script ready. Then what happened?
No, he actually said some really cool things. So, I said that, I know that these couple of people are interested in doing the film, which were established people. And
names? Not allowed?
I cannot say that because
rhyming? I love rhyming.
Can't.
Let's rhyme. No, what is this very young, like 3?
Okay, like Kapoors or something like that, okay? Those surnames I can give, man, because there are so many of them, right?
Kapoor have to rhyme now.
Yeah, Kapoor don't rhyme. Those are surnames.
Real name is Kapoor.
I gave you a better clue, Cyrus.
Come on, man. Kapoor? Which Kapoor? There's so many Kapoors.
That's exactly. So I've narrowed it down now for you.
Age. Let me think now. Who's the young Kapoor?
They were... Youngish,
Ranbir.
older. No. But his whole point was...
Aditya.
Can I finish my story?
No, I can't think. You know how the song is in your head and it goes on ting, 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 and you can't get the line?
Yeah. So he basically was like, great, very good. Probably my distribution and executive team would love it. But I'm telling you, your film won't work. Because this film is about new people. It's about falling in love for the first time.
And
most of these
You're
guys...
saying this or Aditya saying
Aditya Chopra was telling me.
He overruled
it.
Oh, excellent.
And he was like, so I was like, yes, sir, but I wanted to make it with new people. She said, why aren't you making it with new people? I said, because in today's day and age, will someone make a film with new people? And he said, I will. So that's how it got made. Yeah. So I was like, come on, man, let's bring it on then. Because you see, the thing is, I was trying to make the film happen because every filmmaker wants his film to be made. So sometimes you think if you throw a name or two, you would get the film commissioned.
It's also the easy way out. It's like even on a podcast, get me Virat Kohli.
Exactly.
And then we have 5 million people watching in 2 minutes, even if he only sneezes.
Exactly.
But after some time, it's like, what's in it for us?
Exactly. So that's
Virat, you're welcome. But there's a list, so tell him not to.
If Virat Kohli is coming, tell me I'll come. I just stay next door. I'll come down.
You stay next to him?
I stay next door here.
Oh, okay.
So if Virat Kohli is coming here, I'm coming to watch.
What are you saying, bro? I thought you'll help us get him. You're jumping on my back to get Virat. I mean, what's going on? You're the big guy. This is not fair. We can give you some other Kohlis though.
No, I'm okay with this one.
Okay, let's get back to our trend of thought, which is the narrative of how it happened, the film.
Yeah.
So then you both of you are on the same page and say, what the hell? And actually, when you look back at Hindi films, American films or whatever, a lot of romances have cast new faces, and there's a certain freshness to the whole idea of them falling in love, etc.
Yeah, just the age appropriate, man. I just think it just looks like falling in love and making those mistakes.
What is they, but like 20, 18, 20?
20s, like mid-20s or whatever.
You should be old enough to drink.
Yes, in my films at least.
and other
stuff also. Other stuff also. Yeah, I think so.
You mean like coitus and stuff?
Yeah.
But is there an age thing in India? I'm not even sure. Yeah, I only had sex at 43, so by then you say. And that too alone.
Why? Alone?
Why is what she said? Sorry, Mohit. We need to focus here. So then you're on the same page. You decide to cast somebody. So then you go for
a casting process.
Yeah.
Which I thought, being new people, it happens soon.
What do you guys really look for? Because I've done a lot of auditions in my life from ads to whatever. Sometimes I'm wondering, in their head, the person's already decided what they want.
Yes.
So it's not really so much about performance. It's almost 80% is what the guy sort of looks like, or, it's already there. Like.
So I have my sister who goes and does auditions and stuff like that. And I keep telling her the same thing. It's not always how you look or how well you act. It's just something has to sync with what the director is looking for.
Yeah.
So if all those actors who go out there and as new people who try to go and they think that someone else got the role,
that rejection feeling and all.
I know how.
Sometimes you feel you've done really well.
Yeah, like my wife's an actor. My sister is. My cousin is a star. I mean, I've had actors all my life and around me, and I've seen them go through this whole thing. Like Uta used to go and even audition in Hollywood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's primarily not always directly related to your talent or how well you did the shot. It's just what the director's looking for that day. I guess that's how the process happened. Like with Ahaan, actually, the story is quite interesting.
How many do you see before you reach Ahaan? How many guys were?
To be honest, I can say this today. I didn't really care much about his audition. But there's something about the guy that seemed interesting.
See, that's a lesson for aspiring actors and all that. Don't take all this to heart.
So I just said, let's go out for dinner.
That's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Forget casting couch. I mean, you've gone further.
No. So
a full date here, bro. So if I was Dhyan Pandey, I'd put my foot down.
Yeah. So then he takes me to this formal place, and he's behaving, and he's being like trying to really
that's a tough
do the
one.
show.
Man.
Yeah.
How does he behave?
And then I get him a couple of drinks down, and then he's taking me to some places in South Bombay, which is like
where the ladies are.
Where these kids and then I see the real Ahaan Pandey there.
That's great. Yeah.
And then finally he's standing on the bar, and I'm like, okay, this is the guy I want for my film.
So that's the audition that got you.
That's the audition that got him.
Yeah.
I think when you go into a formal room and they invariably make you do scenes that somebody else has done and aced.
Yeah. Also, this is why meetings suck generally.
Yes.
Even in corporate world, I'm saying, because the guy's always on a guarded sort of mission of being a avatar of himself, which he's not really. And then what do you get out of it?
I did tell Adi sir that I am going to do this. I mean, I want to see how the guy is when the guard is down.
Because you needed, I have to pick up the drinks bill. Please tell me they picked up the drinks bill.
I think Diane did.
That's a bit mean.
I'm not sure who did that.
You got to see him, the way he really is, letting his hair down, etc., and then you went for him.
Yeah. And the girl, that took a long. We saw too many auditions. I don't know whether I should say this, how appropriate this sounds, but it's very difficult in today's day and age to find a girl who's probably not done something cosmetically to their face, even at the age of 20. Yeah, even at the age of 20.
Are you kidding
me? And I
me?
was like, because the kind of part I needed.
You're saying young girls have done touch-ups to their body, hair, face, all that.
And then I had this girl.
Why would they?
I have no idea. And that's not what I needed. I mean, nothing against them. Each to their own. But
is
that's
this the way
not
it
what
works in
I
America
needed.
and the rest of the world also?
I guess so.
So competitive that they have to...
I guess so. I guess they do that. But the kind of part I needed for my film, the role couldn't... You can recognize them, and when people do things to themselves.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against them. I know I've worked with actors who have done that. Yeah. But for this role, I didn't need this. So that already cut the superset down to a shorter list because there were not too many who didn't have.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
We could do the rest of the podcast naming people and with photographs before.
No, I don't even know that they're young.
Come on, bro. Come on, don't play this game. By the way, just for the record, I'm 53. I've not done anything.
Don't lie.
Okay, penis enlargement. but I just did that as a I'm so sorry.
You know why? I don't know why I knew he's going to say this.
I mean, can you tell? It's a broad table. We used to work on a small table. Just the last weekend has been great. Made some money in Delhi. Okay, all right. So that's the two of them in the lead. But I saw the papers. In fact, there's one of the Bombay Times. I shouldn't talk about the paper, but a big article on you and Mithoon coming back together.
Yes.
So
coming back together, as in we've never really left each other. I mean, he's been in every film of mine since the first film I did. Actually, many people don't know this, that when I started off my career, he was programming the songs that I was making, which actually did really well. So he's been a part of.
So how many films? You 20 years. I read
20
that article,
years,
20 years
14 films.
Not bad. 20 years, 14 films. This is a correct number. You shouldn't be doing more than that.
I shouldn't.
It's ridiculous. How many? When you see 45 films in 20 years, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense, I guess. So I mean, I enjoy the process. I think hit film is actually something that just helps you make more.
Incidental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not more money, more films.
Yeah. A little bit more money here and there.
Because
also,
it's like it's actually like cricket. You could score a century in the previous match, but when you come down to the pitch to bat a new innings, you can get out a duck again.
Yeah.
That's the kind of world we belong to. But I love what I do, man. So I've been doing it for 20 years, and that's pretty much half my life.
When you keep the same team, like Mithoon and you, lots of films, almost all the films together, etc., etc., is there also that bro, if I don't have this guy?
No, in fact, it's completely the other way around when it comes to music. I always introduce one new person in every film.
Yeah, I read that list also.
Yes. Like for me, when I made my first album, I was 22 years old. This is before the release or whatever. So all the big guys were not working with me because they're like, where's the director?
Unknown.
Where's the director?
Yeah.
No, because at that time, directors didn't become directors at 22. I mean, that trend started much later, I think.
Who's the 22-year-old director? I can't think of any.
I think Ahaan Mukherjee also started pretty young, and then there were quite a few directors later on.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the Aadhaar card. I'm not sure it's 22. Maybe more like 25, 26.
No, but then my film released, I was 24 because I started doing. But yeah, there was that whole issue of people not taking me seriously. So I went to new guys and made an album with new people who were willing to work with me, and that turned out to become the way to function for the rest of my films. So it's not just one guy, because at that time they used to work with one big guy and one this thing.
But you've had a few names who have become superstars, like Arijit Singh.
Yeah.
Who apparently charges like 5 crores just to say hello.
Does he?
Yeah,
Really?
and 10 crores to sing a full song. And 20 crores to come home and play with your kids in a nice way. So, do you get anything out of that?
No, I don't.
You should, man.
I shouldn't.
You should have the MGM contracts for 10% or 20% for life.
Yeah, I think the day you start doing that, you can't bind talent.
Let's give Mithoon the bad
Cyrus.
news.
Yeah. I remember this one day, but there was a head of a music label who was actually shouting at me and Mithoon. So during Ashiki, we had done all the songs and they...
Ashiki 2.
Yes.
Huh.
And they wanted Arijit to sign a contract to hold talent back. Could run his talent, control his talent.
Forward, yeah.
And he
but
refused
that
to do
was
it.
there before with lots of people.
Yes, and he refused to do it.
Yeah. But it was still not big.
He was still not big. The songs had not released yet.
Yeah,
songs not released.
Yeah,
So he said he refused to do it. So they were like, why don't you replace him and stuff like that. And me and Mithoon were like, no way. You do one thing, we'll take our songs back. You get other songs, we're not replacing him. And I don't know if Arijit knows the story, but it was Mithoon who actually
Arijit show some respect. Call Mohit immediately.
Not me. It's actually it's more Mithoon. Yeah. Like I was fighting for my music director. It was easy for me to do.
As an artist, the empathy level was like, you can't control him so much.
Yeah.
But you guys knew this guy is going to be a sensation.
Oh yeah, we've never made music like that actually.
You never think like that?
I've actually never even gone to any music director and never told them, give me a blockbuster song or a hit song or a chart buster. I've actually just barely lived it up
when you
to
say it sounds so stupid.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Hey, Gana suno yaar.
Yeah, I just go and I tell them what the situation in this film is and the emotion I'm kind of looking at. And that's it. That's all I've always done. The fact that they've done well is very encouraging. But I've never genuinely gone out and said, hey, chart buster gana hona chahiye. How do you choose a song like that?
I have no idea. People talk about formula and Bollywood and all that, so we hear these stories, but I don't know. I mean, you're saying this is your way, but I'm sure other people actually do it like a advertising thing where just I want 20% romance in the song, 30% violence, 40%
I've in fact
naked
one
people.
day asked Mithoon only like, how do you get a tune like this in your head? I've had great music, but I don't know how to play. I don't know scale. I don't know major, minor, A, B, C.
Minor is
C
someone
flat.
you shouldn't date.
Yeah.
Sorry. Focus. Yeah.
I don't know all that. I just hear my music, however.
But that's good, no? Because you're giving them so much freedom to do their thing by just telling them this is sort of like my vision and that's it. And then it's their thing.
Yeah, so I actually asked him, how does the tune come to your head? And then he thinks a bit and then he said, how do you think of a story that you want to make? So I'm like, oh, okay.
Mithoon is a bit of a smart aleck.
Yeah, no, he's a smarter one between both of us, I think. Yeah, he's the most spiritual.
But do you overrule the songs, I mean, you are the director. Do you say...
Yeah, that's my job, yeah. We do say
fair.
no. Yeah, if I like a song, I say this is damn good. And then if I don't like it, I say no, this is not what's working for me.
But then when you work for a long time with the same guy, so there's a certain familiarity. It's not the same as like when you don't know the person. So now you can literally, criticize each other properly and say this is working, this is not working. Worrying about feelings.
The joke we have is like, I know him before I knew my wife. A few months back, we were discussing that with my wife around her. Because I know my wife for 21 years, so him for 22. Yeah, the thing is, even with him, the experiment to not go with an established thing and use a guy like Arijit in Ashiki 2, because there was a newcomer acting in that film at that time, was also Mithoon on the same wavelength as me. He was the guy who found Arijit for the whole album, which other songs were done by other people. He's also someone who is growing with the thing. Yeah. It's not like he's stagnant about this is how I'll function only. But I've always tried to also work with one new voice or one new music director in every film.
But what if Udit Narayan calls you and says, I want to be in your...
Dude, he's actually like a family friend. Before you could
I'm
say anything,
saying,
don't go down this path.
I'm thinking a name. Okay, Anu Malik, whatever. What are the older names,
Yeah.
From our generation.
Anu Malik calls all the time,
Yeah.
He calls all the time. He does.
He calls all the time?
All the time, yeah.
And discusses cricket for 5 minutes and then says,
and he
और
says,
कुछ चल रहा है, कैसा चल रहा है?
और एक गाना ले ले. He's actually, but hats off to him. He's, from my first film, he had done one song. And then he was kind of the guy who didn't want to do the rest of the songs. So that's when I found the others. Yeah.
Okay.
But he still calls all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. But he's a survivor, man. He's been here for...
I love him. He's very entertaining and we've
Very
had him
entertaining.
on a couple of times. Fantastic. I've spent it, I think we did this Lycra Awards for MTV many years ago. This is around the time you did your first film. And for some reason, outside the Tata Theatre, he caught me. I was just wandering around. He said, get into the car. I got scared for a second. I said, Abhi kya hoga? I'm not lying about this story. And we sat in the car and he started singing his new song to me.
Yeah.
Whole song, huh?
Yeah, he sends me voice message singing the whole
Just
song.
close,
Yeah.
in a car with the AC on. And then I have to, and I'm not that, musically inclined, when, but I had to, show love and respect.
Yeah.
But he was great. He was like, tell me the truth. Just be honest.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. It was nice. But, I was...
I have a better story.
How dare you say better?
Yeah, I have a better story.
I resigned.
I go for this thing called All About the Music, which is a music convention, where I go there and...
In India?
In India, yeah.
Okay.
Where all the music labels come together and they talk about what... It's a music convention.
Commercial convention,
Yeah. And they call Ashwini Iyer Tiwari, me, Advair, and Chandan to just hear out some new music directors and give them some tips of how to go ahead. And so I do it every year. And so the joke between me and Ashwini and Advair and all is that he's the Sonal Nigam, I'm the Anu Malik, and she's the Farah Khan on the Indian Idol setup.
Yeah.
And
you do it like that, is it? They perform and you're like giving comments?
Yeah. And we're like, I'm the Anu Malik.
A lot of goodness on that day.
So I was the Anu Malik in the thing. And one day Ashwini couldn't come because she had a tragedy at home, so they had to get someone to replace it last minute.
So he actually came?
And the real Anu Malik came. So
is there footage of that?
Yeah, there is.
Wow.
So I had to compete with the real Anu Malik.
So what did you do?
Shat. But it was fun.
Yeah, he's got a great personality. He's always
great,
fun. In fact, I think that avatar of his also was just super because then suddenly people say, what fun. Yeah.
No, it's great fun.
Yeah.
But it was great fun being with him there, where then he said, I'm not going to be Ruda, you be. So I said, don't worry, sir, I'll be.
So who was? Because I'm sure he was after
You
something.
can't be that rude to a new guy. I think it takes a lot of guts to just come over there and struggle and in front of people can do that alone in the office. You're doing this in front of a whole
If the
audience.
guy's cocky or something, you can go after him. No, otherwise you're just being mean. It's a bit different.
Yeah, but most of them are not cocky. I'd say they believe in themselves.
Also, they all know who you are, so there'll be a lot of super respect. They're never going to cross lines.
I think it takes a lot to go out there and believe in your own work when nobody knows who you are and pitch to somebody. Half your job is there. Most of the people, don't have the confidence to go and ring that bell or open that door. So if you've done that and you've reached there, hats off to you anyways, man.
Yep.
Like we just had to go from Bandra to Andheri to get work.
Which can be a horrible ride.
Very bad.
And by rickshaw, I mean, you're talking about organs changing position. I mean, it's not fun at all. Not to mention a rude rickshaw driver who answers in monosyllable.
No, but they have a deck in the rickshaw and all also.
Sorry?
There was a deck in the rickshaw and all also.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you
Nice
saying?
fun, yeah. I would choose rickshaw rides that way.
Those-
But these guys come from small towns. They've probably told their parents, give me some time. I've used some guys in films who've run behind the car with the guitar in their
Man,
hand.
that's so sad.
Yeah, and those
Run
guys
behind
are
your
doing-
car.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Ankit Tiwari used to be sitting in the office for
Ankit
days.
ran behind your car?
Rahul Mishra was there running behind the car.
Really?
Yeah. And
You have this story.
yeah, and then
It's like a real
he was
moment.
in my film as a composer and a singer.
So that means
Yeah.
it worked, yeah?
They did work.
One sec, he's running with the guitar.
Yeah.
So he's bajawing and
Yeah,
running.
yeah,
He's not
yeah.
just running, roko. He's playing something.
Yeah.
Man, that's phenomenal. man.
Yeah, and then that finally makes it to a movie.
Yeah. If I do that with a woman, they arrest me.
Yeah, that's called stalking.
Yeah, I know.
Cyrus.
Just want to put it out there. It doesn't work for everyone, man. But I got a lot of respect
Yeah.
for Mr. Mishra.
Yeah.
That he would do that. I mean, you put
Yes.
your ego aside and you chase the director and all that. I mean, what else
100%.
can you do? And you're still playing. You're like, I've got 10 seconds to show my talent. And boom.
We used to be sitting there all the time, and he gave me a really good song called Sunra Natu. And I said, I'm going to use this song, and he didn't believe it because he had gone to 100 songs.
You hadn't used him yet.
No.
Huh.
And he was just some guy sitting outside the office. And then I took that song, then I called him 6 months later and said, this is going to be the first song in Ashiki. And he didn't believe me then also.
So these are the real struggles.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah.
And you just take a punt like that, or you feel immediately this guy's got something.
It's not the guy, it's just the song. I think genius is not a person, it's an idea, I think. So if I like a song, I'll chase it. I think a great song just gets
Confusing
made,
for
man.
Rahul Mishra, because now he's chasing you, and you stop
Yeah,
the car
and I'm
not
chasing
him.
Yeah, so that's the
driver
joke
is,
here, right?
"Moi kya karo abhi?" These guys are running up and down.
No. So my driver actually was thinking that, like, was he the same guy running after the car? Now you're taking me all the way to Goregaon East
Yeah.
to his house
Yeah.
to
drivers
to get the
identified him
song.
as a
Yeah,
menace.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
in his mind, because this must
Yeah.
happen to you with fans
Yeah.
here and there. So you must be thinking menace. I have to now get away
Yeah.
from this guy.
Yeah.
And cut to he's going to.
Yeah, and you're going to this guy's house all the way there.
Bro, you want to make a life story also. This is very, put all these anecdotes together. I'll watch this film all day.
No, it
Sounds like great fun. Yeah.
It's fun, yeah. It's actually fun.
Okay, before we go into the break, very quickly, so when is the film releasing?
So the film releases on 18th of July.
18th of July.
Yeah.
I know I'm repeating it. It's a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. 18th
Say it
of
with
July.
bass now. Like,
और अब पेश करते हैं 18th of July पे the one and only
Saiyaara.
Saiyaara.
yeah.
It's my name actually. It's Sai. It's
Sai.
actually.
Sai,
I don't know, you don't say it like that, but it's like Saiyaara. Sai.
So Cyrus, my friend, is
Parsi will
Saiyaara.
say Saiyaara. एकदम अच्छा picture है. Saiyaara, go and watch it in the theater. Huh? Spend
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
Huh.
spend money.
Yeah. We'll take a break. Mohit is with us. We'll talk about his life and times when we come back and how much tax he paid last year.
Okay.
Fair?
Fair.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait. Do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Saiyaara! I was just trying to
Oh, no.
audition. What the hell? He said, oh no, we must complete a note also. Yeah. There was a Sayoni, I remember in MTV days, in the old days.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember the band?
Yeah.
Junoon?
Junoon.
Yeah. Very
I
talented.
met them also.
Yeah, but now they must be.
I stalked them, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The one guy was American, Brian or something. Maybe got
Yeah.
the name wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Ali
Ali.
and
Yeah.
Salman, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. Yeah. Very good, very talented.
Yeah.
Anyway, Saiyaara, July 18th.
18th.
Check it out. In the meantime, let's talk about the life and times of Mohit Suri. Very interesting. He's had a great life. Made lots of money. By the age of 22, sorry, I've done squats today, so if I just, my quads start paining a lot. Like 1 minute. If I just change position, oops. Too old for that.
Yeah.
So going back in life, so of course you're related to the Bhatts. Okay, on one side there's
Yeah.
all that. So along with that, there's good and bad, obviously.
Yeah.
The good meaning you might meet people. The bad people expect you to be as good as
Yeah.
Mahesh Bhatt, etc., etc. Let's go back to the first film. Zaher.
Zaher.
How did that happen?
As I said, I was too young.
Yeah.
I used to assist
But
Vikram
it was your
Bhatt.
script.
Kind of, yeah. So I used to assist Vikram Bhatt.
Right.
And I suddenly in 3 or 4 years, I'd assist on 8 films.
So you've been working in your teens?
Yeah, so I started when I was 17, 18,
Wow,
and I said assist on eight films. And then I went to Vikram and I told him I quit assisting. I think that time you guys knew Vikram and stuff like that. He spends the Parna and all at that
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, that time.
Bro,
Yeah, so I was
man.
assisting him at that time.
Yeah.
And he used to not go to a club, and I was like, no, why? Come on, and this. That. I was that enthu assistant of his. You know?
Oh my God, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I
Taking
used
back
to,
a long time.
yeah. I remember going to him saying, I'm quitting assisting, not because I think I can direct. I'm getting used to the money. Because he was doing really well, and he was taking us in every film. And suddenly at that age of 19, 20, you were earning as much as what executive person was in a corporate job or whatever.
Who's 15 years older than you.
Yeah, so I was like, if I get used to this money, I suddenly bought a car, I bought upgraded my house and all that
much
stuff.
money as an assistant?
Because he was doing really well. He was
we are on
doing,
the front of podcasting here. I can't even.
Yeah.
I've just sold my car and got an older one. Yeah.
but that's how well Vikram was doing.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He had hit after hit.
Yeah,
That whole
so after
horror
Raz,
genre.
so I was an assistant Raz. And
Yeah.
So I quit saying that, if I get used to this right now, I'm never going to turn into a director. So I just stopped to sit and start writing. And when I wrote a film for the company, I went to them saying, this is the film I think the company
Vikram
should...
Bhatt.
No, this is with Vishesh Films, or Mr. Bhatt's company.
The family company.
Vikram by then had moved out and, doing his own thing, So I went to them and I said, this is a film I think the company should make. It's a good... When I wrote a film. And it was Mr. Bhatt who said, if you've written it, you should
You call him
direct
Mr. Bhatt?
No, I call him Mahesh Mama, but I think people know him as
But you're calling
Mr.
Mr. Bhatt.
Bhatt.
I'm getting scared now. He's your uncle.
I mean, he's...
What's going on in Bollywood, yeah?
So I
They
just...
said 9 to 5, it's Mr. Bhatt. 6 o'clock, bring your drinks.
But it is actually that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a super...
I love to see father and son on a
it's
set to see how they behave.
Yeah, no, you should see her. It's like, so my aunt used to handle production. That's his sister, who's actually someone who brought me up because my mom expired when I was really young. So she's the one who brought me up. She's my executive producer while I am the director. That equation suddenly changes on the set. That company is amazing,
So
it's
formal.
like from a... Yeah, it gets formal. And Mukesh Bhatt, like even he becomes like he's my mama, but he suddenly turns into
It's
your
funny.
director-producer friend and chatting
Enter
about
the set and then it's suddenly like...
I'm swear they're like that. It's amazing how professional they get.
Gujaratis.
Gujaratis, yeah. So when they get into the dhanda part, totally.
You'll waste time now.
Yeah. But once the work is over, then it's super family. Button your shirt, it's cold.
You can't take a liberty with them on set and all. No, you can't
dude.
say, Mahesh Mama, boss now, let me handle it. Which you would do at dinner.
You won't believe this. When as a director, even Mukesh Bhatt is the one and Mahesh Bhatt are the ones who probably gave me a break. But when I'm editing my film, till the edit was not ready and I didn't tell them that y'all can watch it, never have they even superseded that position of entering the edit and watching the film. Saying कि हमारा बच्चा है देख लूँगा picture या हमारा because the director had that's
Until
the
you
protocol.
give the word, yeah, you don't.
So it's amazing how I give them credit for that. I don't think I.
Or
can
we
do
don't
that.
know because once you go home, you don't know.
If they're watching
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And
You never know.
Sachin calls up and
Yeah.
says, Sachin,
Who's Sachin? Who's
generic name, bro. I mean, India is a very dangerous country at the
Sachin.
moment. The name must be generic. In the Rohit's work, the Sachin's work,
Yeah.
the Vijay's. Vijay was more the older
Vijay, the
generation
older
name.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But we did have a Vijay actually.
Okay. Damn you! I missed it by 2 names. This close.
Yeah. So I just went to them and told them that this is a film I want to make, and then he said that you should direct it. And I was like, no, because at that time, you didn't have directors at 22 and stuff like that.
I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, assistants used to be like 40 years
Plenty,
old.
yeah.
Yeah. It used to be 40.
40?
Yeah, because invariably, at that time, this I'm talking about in 2000,
2000,
2000, yeah, 2003. That whole film school thing and all was not happening back then.
Right.
It was invariably someone who
Now-
tried
now-
everything
now
in
you
life.
mentioned, I want to ask you quickly before I forget. So, how important is it for people watching to go to a film school vis-a-vis this practical knowledge that you get from, like Vishesh Films or whatever by doing these, by being on the set?
Okay, so I have a great unrelated story to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my dad comes from the corporate world and stuff like that, and he was like, I started assisting, and he said, at least graduate, please. Typically, he said, don't
The middle class story of India.
Yeah, don't become.
They don't tell us what we. They
Yeah,
get
what
no
to
job
become.
with the graduation, but you just feel
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
So I was doing this course. That year I was a science student in Jai Hind before, but I said, I'm not doing science and traveling all the way
Were you
to town.
electronics?
No, I was bio.
Yeah,
I was bio.
Jai Hind Electronics was number one.
Yeah. So I was Jai Hind bio. But
What would you have done with bio?
Yeah, no, I had nothing. No, but
Without doing a
I just had
master's
the
and beyond.
Yeah, exactly. So I had the marks, and then I suddenly discovered I wanted to become a filmmaker.
Why did you choose bio?
Because I had the marks. I had like an 89%. So no one went to arts at 89. That's how it was at that time, right?
Okay.
So you went to Jain Science because that was the place to go.
And in the endocrine system ka book, I remember had one naked picture of
botany,
woman.
yeah, botany also.
Botany, I didn't look at that much. I'm not that weird. Female flower?
So I shifted from science to a new course that had come out that year called business management. So I'm a guy who's done BMS.
You were the first BMS. You were the first
batch.
BMS, so we missed that.
Yeah.
It happened after I graduated.
Correct. So I did business management. Not that I know how to do business at all.
I'll have 14 films later.
That course is all about having presentations and stuff like that. And I thought it was like a normal commerce course. Luckily, I had a great invigilator, Parsi lady called Anaita, who
lots of
actually
Parsis playing a role in your life.
Big role. So who actually said, no, go assist. And when you come back when the projects are important and all,
How sweet.
She was really sweet.
Please give her a
a lot more credit to where I got in life because of her. But what happened is, so initially all of them hated me. All the management students hated me because they were like, he's not serious about his career. Like they wanted to do something with their management.
Taken a seat, I can understand.
Yeah. So I got the worst students, the trusty quota kids and all to be in a group and all.
Right.
But when I came to class, I used to tell them, just do the project, I'll present. Now the difference was, Cyrus, I was presenting on the set when I had to go to a big lead actor and tell an actor what the scene was to be. When Vikram came late. And that was in the real world, as opposed to going to a class with these kids sitting there and presenting. So the confidence levels were completely different. What I mean is that was there out there in the real world, where the pressure was if I made a mistake,
you had to
the shooting would get cancelled.
Exactly.
Yeah. The shooting would get cancelled, money would get lost.
This was Bacha ka khel.
And this was Bache ka khel. So I genuinely feel, yes, going to an institution is like going to the gym for the mind.
Yeah.
You meet more fucked up people like you also, because you'll find other filmmakers who have the same kind of insecurities, same kind of dreams, same kind of aspirations, watch the same kind of films. And while you need diversity, you also need to meet other people like you who have the same kind of thing. When you come to the set, there's no replaceable thing to come on a set and
the real world
and run that in the real world, because then that will work in a corporate world also. I think a balance of both to meet the kind of people like you, but you should work.
Or go the other way around. First do your film and then enter the corporate world.
You'll never be able to do that.
No.
No chance.
Why not?
Go back to school? You mean after being on the set?
Yeah.
Then it's
get a degree in your
yeah.
off day. Look, you like to take a little break after your films and all that. So you can watch that outside and then.
So Anurag's daughter did that, Basu.
Yeah.
Me and Anurag were both in Vishesh together and we were really close, and I did assist him also. He sent his daughter all the way to film school, where she came back and said that the institution is back here. So she came back
quit.
here. Yeah, she came back and she's assisting her father. So
But there are a lot of stories of actors and all who go back to education all in the middle. I don't know so much about directors, but actors, yes. Who didn't catch up a little bit.
Really? Did you?
What is that Spider-Man actor guy? Don't ask me. I'm not good with names.
Was that a marketing thing, or was that genuinely happen?
No, they take a break for a year or whatever, and they say, I'll go and do this course.
I don't think anyone is doing that in India.
In India, it's because of parking issues and all that. You're a superstar. Where do you put your car and your entourage? The 9 bodyguards, the 7 other chamchas, 3 people you don't know from your village who turn up when you're successful.
Why are you here?
The other relation. Yeah. Alright, so that's Zahir, but there's so many other films after that. The big ones, of course, Ashiki 2, Murder 2, a couple of blockbusters, made a lot of money, became famous overnight. So how did you decide as the films went along? You said romance is your first, I'm saying romance. Romance is your first love.
The thing is,
things like Murder and all, which are edge of the seat.
No, but if you see those films also,
romance is the background,
Yeah, so I think I honestly, I didn't plan how you will, you can think you want to make a particular kind of films and stuff like that. But suddenly when you're on the set, not when an actor is bothering you, not when a budget's bothering you or whatever, and you're just enjoying that scene or that shot, you kind of realize this is what you have days when you have to finish the scene, there's budget issues.
The commercial part
of
the
your
art
job.
experiment.
Everyone, yeah. But there's always that one moment where you feel that, okay, now, wow, I enjoyed this. This is, I'm doing something right. And those used to be the love parts, I think. So all these films, if you really see, whether they were villain or whether it was murder or whatever, there was an entire love component, and making music, I think.
Yeah, the anchor is some sort of love issue or whatever from where it comes.
And everyone thinks that I'm really good at making music. I'm not. I'm actually good at making love songs. And
making love
also, and songs.
And then say songs so we can put it out of context. Mohit Suri, I'm really good at making love. It's going to go out there.
So so then love stories became automatically, I didn't find it. It just kind of started talking back to me, and I started enjoying that part of making movies here.
But it's a funny thing now with artists that we try to pigeonhole them and say X is violence, Tarantino, whatever is all about violent genre, etc. Mohit Suri, romance, thriller, romance, whatever. But I think in your head you don't think of yourself like the way the public may think of you after some films come out.
I don't think, I actually don't think. I don't give myself that much importance.
You start believing the myth in a sense, and the legend.
No. Yeah, the thing is, let's be honest. I come from a family of
big names,
film directors. Actually, whether it's Mahesh Bhatt, whether it's Milan Luthria, who's my first cousin, whether it's my grandfather, Nanabai Bhatt, who made 99 films.
He made 99 films?
Yeah. Dharmesh Darshan is my first cousin.
But may I ask, why not 100?
He didn't reach there. He turned blind, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
99? That must be like some sort of record. Yeah. You're only 14.
I'm only 14.
Shut this podcast, start shooting.
Yeah. That's what. Too much time. Okay. But you've seen that, you can't suddenly go insane and think you're like somebody special. You're just doing a job that your predecessors have done.
Right.
And never to go too mad about how.
But do you feel any pressure to do something totally different? Like totally out of the, I don't know, Avengers film or children's film or something which is completely.
Yeah, I mean, if I feel like it at that moment, like honestly, I'm telling you, I wanted to make this love story when everyone was making action flicks, and there were quite a few senior filmmakers who told me this film's never going to be made. Banega hi nahi. Who wants to make a love story in today's environment? This is post-COVID, so everyone thought it was all about blowing up buildings and, larger than life. And for those films are doing well also.
No, but I think we tend to exhaust it, no? Whatever's doing well, everybody wants to do the same thing and then you just push.
That's what we're in the scariest business, Cyrus. We make something today that we're supposed to release after a year.
And the world has changed.
And the world changes.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. So I just think make something that you always wanted to make.
So you don't even think like that. You're just writing your script and whatever happens. You're not getting into...
Make something you always want to make.
It's like the market. No, exactly. And you can't predict what's going to happen anyway around you, etc.
Yeah, so the one thing I've learned in 14 films is you don't know anything. You just...
Your inner Socrates.
No, whenever you've thought and made something, it's not landed.
Do you ever feel like you've done something completely wrong on the day?
Every day.
Like you come back from the set and you're like, boss, what have I done?
I've not had a single day when in all these 14 films, in these 20 years, where there's not been a crisis or a single day. But it's surprising, it's never the same crisis. It's something new each time. And you do something wrong and you've not made this mistake earlier in a previous film. The thing is, because if it's a mistake in the previous film...
Give us an example, no?
Yeah, there's been a day when I've forgot to call the right... my assistants painted the wrong room.
Everybody's ready to shoot?
Yeah. And
so what do you do?
Just shoot it in the wrong room.
Okay. Wait, which film is this?
Ashiki. Actually,
Which scene is this?
There's a scene where he is supposed to be drunk. Aditya is supposed to be drunk and he's searching for alcohol and everywhere, and she comes home. And it's a really serious scene, and we've got the wrong room.
So it's not home.
But you know what I did? Then it's his house, and he's supposed to be an alcoholic who's...
And you've shown the room before.
Yes, shown the room before. And there was supposed to be a bar, and the bar is not ready and not painted and not everything. And I was like, what do I do? It was supposed to be in the bar. So obviously it was not ready, and I had to finish it. So I actually said, you know what? Forget the bar. Take it to the garbage can. So he's reached that level where he's couching to taking it from. Sometimes your inability,
your innovativeness saves you.
comes into it.
Audience will never know. I mean, how will we know?
Yeah, no, it worked out better. Now thinking about it, so he's gone to that level. So he's reached that level where
But then you go back thinking, great, because you were in a shit spot. You came out triumphant. I think when you're going home.
Sometimes when you're restricted and you have the limitations and you don't have all the equipment, you think out of the box.
That's a real test of creativity.
Yeah. So that's what happens. I mean, there have been times when it didn't land also.
Tell me, come on, give us one. Okay, don't give us the movie name and all. Just give me what happened. Where you thought you'd saved it and then you go back and say, no, this is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times. I mean, you know those things and the audience probably doesn't really look at them in so much detail. Like, I don't know if you see this film called Murder 2, which is a successful film.
I've seen it.
And Imran's hair is all over the place. I mean,
but I'll never be able to call that as an audience.
No, trust me. See it. It's a different wig. It's a different hair thing.
In the same scene?
In the same film. Like from one scene to another. And I was like, it doesn't matter.
So how does that happen? Because we're shooting at different times.
We're shooting at different times. And
nobody's paying
we're trying to improve. Exactly. And it's supposed to be a story of one night.
But that's not your call. Isn't there somebody on the set who's looking at that detailing?
No, someone, to be honest, some AD, that AD came and told me that it's not the same. And I was like, who's going to look at the hair? We look at the content.
I
Was abusing throughout.
Oh, what kind of guy spends 1,000 rupees to watch a film and say,
Yeah.
I mean, that's too much,
Yeah.
really, honestly.
Yeah, but I think some people don't notice all that.
Did he notice it
Yeah.
while the edits and all that?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
He was like, why? And he took it really personally.
Sorry.
He took it really. He's like, why the fuck did we do this? Why did we?
Yeah.
Why did we? And he's like, can we reshoot? I said, we don't have the budget to reshoot. But no, he's actually a very professional guy. He's a great guy.
He's also your cousin.
Yes. But he's the most professional.
But you can shout at him. He's your cousin. Sure, he can help.
I don't even need to shout at him.
You guys are age group wise closer.
So much closer. And in fact, we're the ones who, like, when we grew up, we used to watch movies together. And basically, our education in cinema has been similar. Watching horror films as you came back from school when you were kids, which were all A-rated actually. I don't know why our parents allowed us to watch those.
Well, if that's the A-rated you wanted to watch back in Malabar Hill, we also watched A-rated, wasn't horror.
But
I wish I could see this behind the scenes. I'd love to see a family kind of thingy, how they work, the informality becoming formal.
It's amazing.
The two cousins who grew up together and then one of them shouting at the other or whatever, because it's a different relationship.
No, and with him, with him, I've done 8 films with him. So by the end of it was more like, even if I was on the monitor, I could be like... and he would get it.
That's a universal sign.
We didn't have to really go to each other and say this is fuck all or this is not good or whatever. He's just great to work with, man, and he's super professional, always on time, no bullshit, no discussions. We actually did this one day. We played a prank on him. We put the wrong costume inside the van. And because he's actually those kind of kids who actually studies but never told you he studied.
Oh, okay, he's
that kid. He's that kid. Who
pretend to be damn laid back.
Yeah, I have not studied for the exam.
Why do kids? I hate those kids.
Yeah. So he's that. He'll always know his lines. He'll know the other person's lines.
But he pretend not to.
But he pretend like he doesn't care. And this whole laze is made up. He gives a fuck. He really does. He's always super professional. So I had a bet with the ADs that no, he'll catch it if the costume's wrong and all. And they were like, no, sir, he's not. So he came out with the wrong costume. And I was like, what the hell, Amy? I had a bet with these guys that how you're super studious actually and all.
Yeah.
So, but his thing was, no. I knew the costume's wrong. But I don't know what the fuck you're doing in your vision to the scene. So I'm not going to come and question you.
That's a smart twist.
No, I don't know if that's a smart twist to it or whether or not, but he looked quite convincing. No, he's an actor, so he is quite convincing.
Itna bada bevkoof hai, so obviously you're doing something. And played along.
Yeah. But he was always great to. That's why we could do so much work together because it's easy to. It wasn't like even a script halfway there. No man, he's not. He's always the elder one. I give him credit for that because he respects the position of.
So in public it'll never happen. You can go back in the van when two of you.
He doesn't fight, man. He's not that kind of guy. Also, I've got into fights with the camera man or something and all, and he'll be sitting in the corner and laughing and all. He's that kind of guy. Yeah, and a very mean sense of humor and all. If an assistant lands up late and I've thrown him out of the set.
You throw people out of the set?
Yeah, he'll end up drunk.
Can you work?
He'll end up drunk on the set, bro.
For one day, He needs some discipline here. So you threw him off the set?
He'll end up drunk in the morning. We're shooting abroad.
But not the worst crime.
On the set.
He could have molested her.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, there could be worse.
Sorry, that was my story.
Yeah.
No. Just kidding. So you threw him off.
Yeah, but Imran would keep going to that assistant outside the set and saying, "Why are you not on the set?" Because that guy was still.
That's mean.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But he's not the guy who confronts.
Happy ending. You took the guy back, right?
Yeah.
After
lunch. Yeah.
Oh, after lunch.
He sobered up.
He's suspended for a little while.
Yeah, no, dude.
Is it wrong to drink on a set?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I think back in the 60s and 70s, there was a little bit of that also.
Yeah, I guess.
Now the people have changed completely.
Yeah.
So we have to wrap it up. I'm getting up. I want to ask one last question.
Yeah.
What do you like on the set actually? Are you as easygoing as you are here at the podcast, or are you one of those guys who gets a little,
Can I answer that?
Yeah,
someone you should be asking the assistant who's waiting outside right now.
My observation is you seem very chill, but I don't know. People switch, Like Imran, we don't know that Imran is actually very clued in. He seems very laid back, like that.
No, I think when you started off, you were always super anxious and you were super aggressive because you wanted things to get done. And I think a lot of times people do shout and scream a lot more because they want to be taken seriously. But with time, I think you just grow up and then you are taken seriously, so you don't need to do it.
I'm keeping this link for my wife. She needs to see this. coming from an expert. Yeah. All right, we'll have to let you go here because he's got some 15 interviews to do, and obviously he's going to get
Why
bored.
did I tell him this? Why?
We're friends. We go back a long way. I mean, we don't meet and stuff, but 20 odd years have passed.
Yeah.
Same people still sitting around.
Still here, man.
Yeah. The film is called
Saiyaara. And it releases 18th of
July. All right, check it out. Mohit is back after a little bit of a break, and it's going to be love in the air with two newcomers, young people, very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the ending like? Because I don't like sad endings.
You'll have to watch that.
Damn you. Okay, cheers.
All right, man.
That's it.
Super.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please. तमीज़ से बात करना है ना, important people यार.